Here with head coach Nick Sirianni. And, the second I heard you were making people throw up at camp, I had to be here. It sounds like a lot of fun, Coach.
The guys are working really hard out there, and they're pushing themselves. And sometimes when you push yourself, it depends on what you have for breakfast, it can come up.
You're pushing them. And somebody was saying, it's been cloudy, we've had it easy. I'm like, I'm surprised by what I'm reading and hearing that coaches are bringing in like heaters to make it a little warmer out here. Why the adjustment, truly? Why the adjustment in conditioning?
We really want to be a team that plays with great physical toughness, right? And with relentless effort and with high detail. That's part of our core value, our detail, our toughness. And you can't do those things without being in great shape. And so, we're really making a push to do those things, and guys are really working hard to push themselves to the limit, knowing that if they're in great shape, their talent can shine.
We love to hear it. I feel like this is a team that was just in the Super Bowl. You got there without the hockey changes and all of that. What is the finessing, the fine line you're walking between going full Sirianni maniac?
Explain that.
I think just like you were just in the Super Bowl without the crazy conditioning. So what's like the limit, or like I'm sort of trying to get to why the adjustment. Did it have to do with last year?
Every year you go about different things, and you make adjustments based off of what you think. Sometimes it's scheme, sometimes it's your conditioning, sometimes it's your culture, and so everything was evaluated. And so we just thought to ourselves, this is one thing that we need to be able to do and be able to last through the long haul of the season, to have the guys in great physical shape. And like I said, they're working their butts off. We are getting a break a little bit with the clouds and stuff like that.
Heaters, that's a good idea, Kay.
I want it to heat up a little bit.
I know you do. Yeah. You're a maniac. We all know this, and we love this about you. But what a welcome wagon for Saquon Barkley to town, huh?
Yeah. Oh man, so excited to have him. So excited to have him, and he's one of the guys that's working the hardest out there, and so excited that he's on our football team.
How does he fit in? This is the cat that can catch the ball. He can run the ball. Are Devontae and AJ happy? Are they fighting about touches? What's going on?
No, of course they're happy. Of course the more good players that are around, the less attention that goes to those guys, right? You can only focus so much attention on guys, and it's the best groups of teams that win, not the best groups of individuals. So that he makes our team better. And he fits in, as far as the scheme goes, the play speaks for itself, right? We've all seen how good he's been for the past 6 years, and we're just excited that we don't have to defend him, and he's on our team, right? But also just as a person, as a teammate, as a leader, he brings so much, and he fits in so well with the guys, and I'm really excited that he's an Eagle, and that we get his leadership and his play on our field.
It's a lot on Jalen to get them all the ball, to do his thing. I've heard a lot of great things, not things that I'm reading, talking to Eagles in the offseason, about his evolution just as a man, as a quarterback. What would you say is one specific thing that you've noticed that he's evolved even from last year?
He's somebody that just is going to continue to work on everything that he does. And man, there's so many plays out there at camp that I've seen that his accuracy just being right on, him going with the football right where he needs to go.
85% I read.
Is that what it is?
That's what I read.
Whose stat was
You're
that?
amazing beat reporters in this beautiful city.
Good job, beat reporter.
That's incredible.
It was probably Elliot. Elliot. There you go.
Shout out Elliot.
Yeah, there you go, Elliot. And so he's just had a great camp so far. Now we're early on, but he's worked so hard on his games. He's just relentless worker, right? We want our guys out there to have relentless effort in what they do.
Is that your word this year, relentless?
Relentless. Yeah, I've used that word before,
yeah.
But maybe, I've
read it a lot. You were saying it a lot.
I'm going to say it a little bit more, yeah. Relentless effort is so key to, so many things in football, and he's got relentless effort, in the classroom and on the field, which is what you want from one of your biggest leaders on the team. And, the way he's leading and the way he's playing, I'm so excited for him this season, and I'm so excited to work with him again this season. We've been through ups, we've been through downs as a team, and him and I have been together through those. This is our 4th year together, so I'm just really excited to continue the relationship with Jalen and continue to get to see him play up close and personal and help him become the best player that he possibly can be.
Why aren't you on the accountability group chat?
You know what? I'm not. I don't need to be on every group chat. That's for sure.
Are you on plenty? I imagine.
I'm on plenty of group chats, and I'm sure I'm off of plenty.
But that's
of group
what I'm
chats.
hearing. That's obviously public. But I'm hearing he's making a really concerted, sort of focused effort to reach out to the guys. Whether it's going into Lane Johnson's barn and he's not there, sending each other workout videos. Like that's the shit I want to see out of my quarterback.
Yeah, of course. And he's leading. That's leadership, and he's a great leader. And being able to touch all the guys on the team.
Yeah.
and have a relationship with all the guys on the team, because everybody on that team wants a relationship with the biggest leader on our team.
Is he doing better at that this year?
Oh, he's doing a great job.
I love that.
And he's doing a great job. I think he's always done a good job at that. And he's continuing to try to improve his game on everything and every level, the things on the field and the things off the field as well.
He threw downfield a lot when I think of this team last year. And then I looked it up, and he threw downfield more than any other quarterback. Is that good or bad?
It depends. I mean, anything extreme, you don't want to be anything extreme, right? This game's a game of balance, right? And so that's not Jalen. Like, that's us as a group. We're, the plays that are being called, the plays that we're calling, the scheme that we're doing. So that's not. You're gonna get stung by a bee.
It's fine.
Okay.
I could be on your team. I got relentless grit. Sting me, bee. I don't care. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Go, go, go.
So you don't want to be extreme in anything that you do. But so that's just not him. That's us, and we got to be able to spread the ball around the field. I know some of the times last year, we were all chasing big plays because we know how important explosive plays are to the offense. But explosive plays have to come to you. You can't just chase them, and that was a result of all of us, and we're all getting better from last year.
And enter Kellen, for that matter, correct? What are you most excited about? A lot of pressure on him. He's got to divvy up that ball too, and he's got to adjust and be more balanced.
Sure. Kellen has been a great play caller in this league for some time now, and relatively young coach, right? After getting done playing, and then to hear. I know when my kids were asking, my oldest son interested in football.
Oh, I know your oldest son.
Yeah.
He's the truth teller of the bunch. Where is he? He's the one that tells me everything. Tell me why they're conditioning so much. Go ahead.
So he's asking about Kellen. Who's Kellen? And I'm like, let me tell you about Kellen. Kellen Moore. Who's Kellen Moore? What? Like, he was 50-3 as the starting quarterback at Boise. That's incredible. So he's, obviously he's young in his coaching career because he played so long, right? But he played at such a high level. I'm so excited to have him and known him for a while and been able to share thoughts back and forth. Maybe not when he was with the Cowboys, but no sharing thoughts there. But always a good person to talk to, and had a relationship with him, and to get him in here. And his experience calling plays, his experience running offenses, I know we're in really good hands, and I'm really excited, what the year brings with Kellen leading our offense.
Jason Kelce's not here. Let's just start with the locker thing. Is that true? Lane Johnson told me he has a locker space in your coach's locker room. Is that true?
Yeah,
What is that? What do you mean? You just allow a?
Well, I have my own locker. I guess my locker's in my office, so I don't go down there a lot.
What is his? Does he have a label on this locker room? What is in there? He just shows up.
The goat, like the goat. Yeah, no, he's in here all the time. Whether he's working out, whether he's talking to the coaches, whether he's.
Would you create a space for him on your coaching staff?
Jason Kelce can have a space on anything he wants to do on this football team. I love him. Will greatly miss him. I'm excited for the guys' opportunities that get opportunities without him here. But man, I can't say enough good things about how much he meant to me as a coach. And we all feel that way about. We love him. We love Jason Kelce. So
it's not just the energy though, Nick. He's got this is a hole you can't fill. He was able to do something no one can do. You just called him the GOAT. How do you do it?
Yeah, and it's like when somebody goes down in the year, it's not just, hey, it's as simple as this guy takes his spot, right? It's a group effort, right, of the leadership, right? And I've seen, let's talk about Jason Kelce, the leader, and how good of a leader he was, and getting everybody on the same page and motivating. I see Landon Dickerson doing a great job of leading.
Great.
And Jordan Mailata doing an unbelievable job of leading, and Lane continuing to do a good job of leading. Cam Jurgens has really stepped up in his leadership style, and that's 4 guys on the offensive line that have sat there with Jason. Like, I said this to our local media yesterday, like what Cam, let's talk about Cam. He got to learn from one of the best ever to do it, the best, in my opinion, ever to do it at that position. You don't think he's ready for that, right? And so, I think to myself, man, I'd love to have Andy Reid sitting here with me, and I get to learn under him for 2 years before I take over, or Bill Belichick, or Bill Walsh, or Dick Vermeil. I'd love, I obviously get opportunity to talk to Dick Vermeil and bounce things off him.
It's very cool.
I'd love that, and Cam got that, and so, but it's not just going to be one guy, it's going to be all those guys. And I've really seen them really leading in a good, positive way and filling that void.
It'll be fun to see Lane going in 12th, 13th year take on a more vocal role, because it was always Kelce at the podium. Lane sort of sits back and does his thing, but I think he's got it in him. I think he knows he's got another level to him at this point to do that. I want to ask you, your PR, I feel like your PR team has it too easy. They're drinking coffee, hanging out. Now you have Charles, I can't say it. CJGJ back in the building. He was beefing with people on Twitter last night. Did you see any of this? Are you privy to any of this?
I didn't see any of this. Who was he beefing
I don't
with?
know, because it's about video games. Okay, he was upset with being left off the top 10 safeties in Madden last night.
Okay.
He was on Twitter late night.
Okay.
Tyrann Mathieu going after him, Kevin Byard, and he was saying that Byard couldn't live up to the hype and all this. How much did you miss that edge, be honest?
Yeah. I encourage our guys to be themselves, right? Within, while also keeping the team rules of keeping in-house business in-house, while, sticking up for everybody in the building. Like, I love Chauncey. I love Chauncey. I don't call him CJGJ. I go by the first name.
Well, clearly I shouldn't.
I love him, and I love his energy out there on the football field.
Did you miss his edge, though? Like, when I think of Philly, I'm like, let's go! And I feel like, is that for you right now?
Of course I missed him.
Yeah.
Chauncey and I got to be close in 2022, and I really and anytime you lose guys that you're close to, or anytime you lose guys that are productive, is that you're going to miss them, and you're going to miss the things about them. And so I'm so happy to have him back. I mean, I'll have to talk to him about
No,
a little bit of this.
Please don't. You cannot. You have to let him be himself, Coach Sirianni.
You know what? And he brings so much energy to the practice field. He brings so much. He brings that toughness. That's what we're built on, our toughness, and he brings that. And I'm excited that he's back.
And so are you, bringing the toughness, the excitement, the relentlessness to this Eagles team in 2024. Thanks, Coach.